Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all well. Apologies if I'm looking a little bit haggard and tired. It's Sunday evening. I've worked all week this week, done the 7 days this week. I'm cold. I feel cold. I'm tired. I think I'm mostly cold because I'm tired. And I feel quite shattered as well. And I look old. But I'm going to do another beer review. And you lot may well be quite happy about this one. A lot of the videos that I am releasing, certainly over the last couple of months, have either been things from Beer 52, some Polish ones, some American ones, ones that I got from Christmas from the missus, which aren't sort of readily available, and some of the ones from the brother-in-law as well that I got for Christmas, which aren't sort of just readily available from a shop. But this time we are going over to a supermarket beer, and this was a beer that I used to enjoy, and I swear it used to be stronger. I've certainly not had it for many a year, and definitely not since I started the channel. And we are off to a Scottish brewery, or I believe they, well, yeah, it's got to be a Scottish brewery. Probably not owned by a Scottish. It's probably like owned by one of the big boys now. Pardon me. And the beer we are on about is McEwan's, and it's McEwan's Export Scottish Ale, coming in at 4.5%. Pardon me. ABV. I've had a couple of beers already, and I've had me tea, and I'm all full up, and I'm all all sort of tired. But yeah, McEwan's Export, 4.5% ABV, original Scottish premium beer. It is a Scottish ale. 500ml can, and I had to buy this in a 4-pack, and I think it should have been £5.75 for the 4-pack, but I bought it alongside a nitro stout from Timothy Taylor's and Northern Monk. So if you bought 2 4-packs, it was a tenner. So the 4 cans come in at a £5. If I remember rightly, many moons ago, I swear this used to be 5.2%, but I used to enjoy it. Now, like I said, I've not had it for ages, so I thought I'd pick it up, give it a review, and we'll see what we think of it. But 4.5%, it's dropped down quite a bit. Now, I don't have a McEwan's can, and I'm certain the artwork has changed on that. I'm certain that used to be very much different. I've had the McEwan's Champion, and I reviewed that, and that's a great beer. I really enjoy that one. So, like I said, I don't have one of their glasses. They're going to whack it in the Salcombe glass, which was very kindly sent to me, gifted to me in a little bit of a pack of beer from Tuvar, the Urban Viking Ale Review. Go and check his channel out if you've not seen him. So I'm going to whack it in there. So let's stop talking, get this cracked open and see what we get. It has been in the fridge, but I did get it out about an hour ago, but it still seems quite chilled. So it may be too cold, but we'll see. So let's get on with it. I'm talking way too much. 3 minutes in, talking a load of old rubbish. I hope this is still all right. Certainly drinkable anyway, because I've got another 3 cans of it. Let's see what we get. I wanted to put it in an ale glass, obviously, but I wanted to... I don't even know what I was going to say. I wanted to put it in an ale glass. I don't know. I want to put it in a glass that suits the beer, if you like. I'm talking a load of old tosh now, aren't I? Still plenty left in the can. Beer in a glass. It does look quite thin. Dark, sort of chestnut looking colour. It's darker your side. Looks like dirty dishwater, to be honest. Looks a bit John Smith's-ish, doesn't it? But yeah, let's sort of call it a dirty chestnut sort of colour. Big head on it. It's not a nucleated glass, I don't believe. There are a few bubbles going up. I wouldn't say it's wild. And we got a mix and match bubble head. There we go. Not a great colour of beer, but hey ho. So let's give it another swirl, dive in with the nose, see what we get. I'll be honest. I got a little bit of a snotty nose, not from a cold, but from being cold, I think. And I can't say I'm picking much up. Malty, maybe a touch of toffee caramel going on there. Yeah, I think I may be picking up a little bit of hoppiness, But that is about it. I wouldn't say it smells bad. It maybe smells like a standard sort of ale rather than anything that's blowing your mind. But yeah, it smells okay. So let's give her a topperoonie. And we will dive in and have a taste. McEwan's Export Scottish ale coming in at 4.5%. Incidentally, this was picked up in Morrison's. I can't remember if I said 4-pack for £5. I did say that part. I can't remember if I said Morrison's, but yeah, there we go. £5.75 normally for a 4-pack, or if you get the deal, £5. So £1.25 that can has worked out at. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not. It's for me. The initial thing was I feel like I'm getting a touch of metallicness from the beer. That's what I would say. But nothing overly nasty. Just a touch of metallicness. But let's go in. Body wise, 4.5%, medium to just above. I wouldn't say it's light. There is a bit of weight to it. Carbonation is nice. There is some that it's very minimal. But what is there suits the beer. It's not too busy. It doesn't roughen up the mouthfeel. It's quite smooth to drink. Reasonably soft, I would say. I'm still getting that sort of possibly little bit of a metallic edge to it, and it's funny because I don't always pick out the metallicness, but I'm picking a bit of that out. But that said, it's not really off-putting, I would say. I wouldn't really say there's an off-putting thing about it, or it's making the beer taste any worse. Malty, slightly sweet. You get a little bit of hoppiness. There's possibly a touch of sort of toffee caramel thing going on in there. Not massive. And it's kind of nice. And it has flavours, but without really having a massive amount going on in there. Excuse me. Like I say, you do get the hoppiness, you do get the maltiness. There's maybe a touch of like the toffee caramel thing going on. And you might think, sitting there, oh, it sounds amazing. And there's nothing really wrong with it. But they're not massively big, bold sort of flavours. But at the same time, it's not really... There's flavours there and enough to sort of keep you interested, but it's not blowing your mind or whacking your palate with all these big flavours. But the flavours are there. 4.5%. Yeah, I think it drinks like a 4.5% beer, but I think with the style of the beer, like I say, although not punching you in the face with flavours, there are flavours there. I mean, if this was a 4.5% lager, it would probably be really bland and really dull, and you'd just be drinking it for no other reason. Like I say, with the bit of flavour that is in this beer, I think the 4.5% you can say, yeah, well, yeah, all right, yeah, it drinks like, you know, half decent 4.5% ale. Don't get any feel of the alcohol. Goes down easy. It's very drinkable, I've got to say. It is. I do find it quite drinkable. Would you get bored with it? I don't know. I don't know. You might do. You might get bored of it, but I think there is enough going on in the beer. Certainly to sit there and drink 4 cans of it. I think after that you might get a little bit bored. But I don't recall it. I recall the beer being much better years ago. That said, I don't think this is massively disappointing, but it is never going to blow your mind. $5.75 for 4 500ml cans. I mean, even at that price, it's less than £1.50 a can for pretty much a pint of beer. That is more than drinkable. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I'm trying to pick faults with it, and although it's not perfect, it's far from disappointing. So there you go. There's my thoughts on this being McEwan's Export. I've been meaning to do it for ages. I've always been too tight to spend £5.75 on 4 cans because I like to buy individual beers rather than 4 packs if I can. But I bit the bullet this time because I had some Christmas money. And yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, if you like your ales and you're not sort of like massively too fussy, I think that's drinkable enough. It's cheap enough. And I can't really knock it. I quite like it. So there's my thoughts on McEwan's Export. If you've had this beer before, let me know your thoughts on it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I will see you again soon on another one. Cheers.